is the 28th of October, and that means it's the birthday of Edd Gould, legendary internet animator and creator of Eddsworld. Though he may not be with us anymore, his memory is survived through the years-long success of Eddsworld under the management of those like Matt Hargreaves and Ed's family. And every year on this day, the Eddsworld team has taken the opportunity to wish Edd a happy birthday, commemorating him and celebrating his artistic contributions. Last year they posted a cute illustration of Edd and his family around a birthday cake, surrounded by cola and topped with candles shaped like the Eddsworld boys. Very sweet. Year before that, they shared a wonderful photo of Edd on Twitter. In 2021 we got another cake picture, as well as one of my all-time favourite Eddsworld illustrations, this image of Edd in all of his forms. I kinda wanna print this thing out and hang it on my wall. That year we also got these fun little gifs, or gifs if you're so inclined. And in 2020, on top of the annual illustration, the team hosted an animation competition to celebrate Edd's birthday, because the 28th of October is also, by some beautiful cosmic coincidence, International Animation Day. It is honestly just too perfect. This year, Eddsworld is hosting their own Inktober, and the theme for the 28th is birthday. So I'm expecting Twitter to be filled with touching tributes and gorgeous fan art wishing Edd a happy birthday. It's a very clever use of Inktober, but the fandom really didn't need much encouragement. They come out every year in droves with their creations, and I'm always jealous of you lot and your collective artistic ability. Of course, Edd's birthday isn't the only day the fandom likes to remember Edd Gould. Some fans like to use March 25th, sometimes referred to as Edd Day, as a time of commemoration. I know that some people assume that Edd Day is Edd's birthday, but it's actually the anniversary of the day he died. It might be a more familiar date to some of you, but I personally prefer to remember and celebrate Edd on his birthday, just like you might with anyone else, and I'm certainly not alone there. Folks like Matt and Tom have spoken about how his death date is a more mournful and reflective day, compared to the more inherently celebratory anniversaries like Edd's birthday, or even March 16th, which marks the creation of the Eddsworld YouTube channel. Celebrating the 25th of March by comparison is just a little bit strange to me. That being said, I'm not going to tell anyone what to do, of course. We all celebrate and remember and mourn in our own ways. I have my opinion, and it's why I'm making this video now rather than later. And what is this video exactly? Well, I guess it's a thank you. A thank you to Edd for the laughs and the memories and the legacy he left behind. I spend so much time talking about the show that Edd built and the stories behind its production that I don't think I've ever made a video about the man himself. I guess I've been scared to up until now. It's impossible to sum up a human being's life into a single story, especially if you're studying someone from outside of your life or from before your time. But all of the stories I hear about Edd paint the picture of a vivid mind that's full of ideas and a drive to make those ideas come to life. His friends and family talk about him as this creative workaholic who was always working on the next thing, even as a little kid. According to his mother, Edd was horribly bullied as a kid. Classmates would be mean and throw things at him from across the classroom, and so he spent his time in school and at home drawing doodles and creating comics about him and his friends. Edd's mum believed that cartooning was a form of escape for him, and if that's true, he wouldn't be the first artist to find solace in his craft during a period of personal turbulence. Poetically enough, it was that passion for illustration that brought him respect from his peers. Kids would watch him doodling and recognise him for his artistic ability. That's when he met Matt, actually. They were both being bullied in secondary school, and together they bonded over the basic animation software on the school computers. And outside of school, Edd was doing exactly the same thing. Matt had come round to his house and read comics while Edd animated all day, and they walked away having had a great time. When the boys went out for pizza, Edd would take out his sketch pad and sit there drawing at the table while they waited. Matt and Edd's friendship obviously lasted all the way into adulthood. They went to the same university to study animation arts together, and they graduated in the same class, I believe. The year after Edd graduated, his work was exhibited as an example to other aspiring animators. As admittedly ridiculous and kinda dumb as some of Edd's earlier movies were, you can never say they were poorly animated. University professors will tell you otherwise. And he definitely wasn't born with that skill, he practiced. When he was making videos, he'd stay up late and finish a project, upload it as soon as it was done, not even thinking about the best time to publish, and that same day, he'd start on the next project. Creative workaholic is the only way you could describe it. It's hard to say if Edd knew he'd be so successful. I don't know if he was working as hard as he was in search of fame. Although publishing Edd vs Randomness at 11:30 at night suggests otherwise to me. I'm sure he wanted to be remembered like anyone, but he certainly did not care about the business side of things. There's a great story from Tom about how a company tried to contact Edd with a business deal, and they asked him in an email, "What efforts are you currently making to monetize your YouTube channel?" And Edd responded with, "What does monetize mean?" It takes just as long to type that into Google, Edd. But in spite of that, he was able to create something far bigger than him, and it's changing lives, even now. There's a video that was made by Christopher Bingham back when he was lead producer, before he left Eddsworld. He obviously had a lot of beautiful things to say and a lot of insight from having known Edd and worked on his show, but something I think back to a lot is when he talked about how rare it is to find a property like Eddsworld. One that's so timeless and evergreen that it was able to grow and find new fans and make money even when it wasn't being nurtured, even when they weren't making new Eddsworld episodes. And in the right hands, a property like that doesn't need much of a nudge to create jobs. I know it might sound a little bit cold-hearted that I'm talking about money like this, but Eddsworld is an employer of artists. I don't need to tell you that animators are struggling right now. That's a statement which unfortunately seems to be true at every time in animation history, but especially recently. Lots of professionals in the industry are at risk of losing their jobs through no fault of their own. Those with jobs are often subject to cruel and demanding crunch times, while those just looking for work are entering a market that's as competitive as ever. Eddsworld can be, and has been, a gateway into the industry for artists, illustrators, voice actors, sound engineers, people who might struggle to find work otherwise. That wouldn't be possible without Edd's show.
I am doing what I can to make Eddsworld the kind of thing that creates jobs, that pays artists, that gives people their first breaks in the industry, their first paid gigs, because that's so rare. So rare. People work their entire lives and never create something that does that. It is a gift from Edd to us.
I really do know how much Eddsworld means to some of you, especially a lot of young people and aspiring creatives. A lot of comments on my own videos, as well as comments on new and old episodes, revealed just how much love the new generation has for the man who created a small part of their childhood. And obviously, I'm one of those people. I've been doing my own YouTube thing for 8.5 years now, and this channel wouldn't be possible without him. So, happy birthday, Edd, and thank you for everything.